The HiRise Deluxe is an iteration on the original HiRise for iPhone and iPad by 12 South. Hey everyone, it's Andrew here from iDownload Blog. Today we have the HiRise Deluxe by 12 South. This is an iPhone and iPad stand, but it'll also work for pretty much any other Lightning accessory that you have, including maybe an Apple TV remote or even the new Magic Keyboard. This is basically a second generation device improving on the original. This new model has an included Lightning or micro USB cable, and the back is adjustable. So that depends on if you maybe have a larger case, it's able to go back a little bit more so your case will still fit on here. So this will work with pretty much any case that you can throw at it, as long as you can get to that Lightning port on the bottom if you have an iPhone, or that micro USB port on the bottom if you have an Android or Windows phone. The assembly process is much more improved as well over the first generation. In the first generation, you had to use kind of a small Allen wrench to attach both the front and the rear of the actual stand. On this new model, the front is already attached and the back is adjustable, as we mentioned. Here are the different kind of parts that you get with it. You get the Lightning cable for any iOS device. You have micro USB cables for pretty much any non-Apple device. Then you have the cable clip and that back support. To attach the back support to your HiRise stand, you simply unscrew the little thumb screw in the back, put your rear support in, and it fits right into that little nook that's carved out there, which is what allows you to slide forward or backward. And simply put in that thumb screw and tighten it down. That's what allows you to easily adjust this back depending on the size of your case. There are 3 included clips as well. They are 0, 2, and 5, and this basically determines the height of the Lightning cable. So if you have a really big case like an OtterBox, you're going to want that cable to sit up a little bit higher. If you have no case, you want that to pretty much sit flush. So we're going to pick like the medium solution here for maybe a smaller case. Now this does include the cable. On the original version, you had to use the actual Lightning cable that came with your phone because it had to fit in here very particularly. So because it now includes the micro USB or the Lightning cable, you can use the one that is included. Simply put it through the clip and then pull it down to the top and then weave it through this little pattern, this little channel on the underside of the actual HiRise. Once the cord is fed all the way through, there's simply a little plastic panel that goes over top of that. In the original, mine kept kind of falling out quite often, but this new model seems to also stick in much better than the previous generation. Now here we can show that back panel, how it can easily adjust. So if you have like an OtterBox case, it's much thicker, you're going to need that back panel to be a little bit further away. So you can go ahead and adjust that simply with that thumb screw instead of having to actually use the Allen wrench and slide it around on the previous generation. So while we have it here for the iPhone, this will work on the iPad mini and the iPad Air as well. It'll work even on non-iOS devices like maybe your Apple TV remote control or the Magic Keyboard. Pretty much anything that can be docked using Lightning will work. If we break down between the pros and cons, it'll work with cases, it'll work with the micro or Lightning cable that is included in this model, and it comes in silver, gold, or black options, and that adjustable back means it obviously works with cases. If we take a flip look around and take a look at the cons, it has no iPad Pro support, so it's going to work on just the iPad mini and the iPad Air. The black option is definitely a black and not a space gray. Many other companies kind of come out with a space gray option. This is definitely more black, and though the cables were included, they did not include an actual power adapter. If you'd like to pick one up for yourself, you can find it at the link below for just over $50. Let us know in the comments what you think of the HiRise Deluxe by 12 South. If you found this video useful, please subscribe. And until next time, this has been Andrew for iDownload Blog.